Alrighty, boys. So today I'm going to be talking about everything I do not like about this Chapter 2 update and things that I do like about this update. So we'll go ahead and start with the things that I do like, only because I don't want to sound biased at all, since I work for Just Play. So we're going to be going off the good stuff. So I'd say definitely Battle Royale, obviously a huge W, in everybody's book, including mine. I think Battle Royale is a good addition to the game. Adds a little bit more depth to the game. It is a little bit more of a Fortnite clone, but it does add a little bit more depth to the Fortnite clone itself. It's more of a Fortnite clone rather than its own game trying to be something. Right now, I won't lie. That's kind of like a negative thing, I guess. But heading back into the good stuff, I think the loot pool is not bad. I think like it's decent. The loot pool is really good. I'll touch more on like what I think about the loot pool, like in the negatives, because obviously there's some negatives. But I'd say like 75% of it is actually pretty good. And I believe having unlimited mats should not be a thing. So the fact that Battle Royale does not have that is absolutely beautiful, because I hate it when kids are just spamming builds and causing FPS lag and doing all this and that and not actually fighting. In the game, it takes a little bit of skill to build forward, tunnel, rotate, move a zone, have a drop spot, rotation, stuff like that. I think that's really good, especially for competitive. Alrighty, so as far as everything else goes, good wise, I would say overall the UI, like the graphics, everything looks fantastic. As far as those things go, but now heading into the negatives, talking about well, I actually have a lot to complain about. I will not lie. I know this game just came out on web, but I've encountered so much already. One, people are saying that the game is optimized. No, it is not. When I used to stream and play the game, I would get about 200 FPS on the old web version, and now I can barely even pull 130 on this one. I don't know what it is. I don't know what got changed that isn't really optimized. I don't know if it's just my laptop. I don't think it's just my laptop, because it doesn't really run at 100% like that on .lol for any GPU or CPU or anything like that. I already optimized those settings to run on low in the background, so things like that don't happen. But apparently it's not enough. I don't know if they're going to optimize it a little bit more. I'm definitely sure there's obviously going to be some optimizations done by a patch or something like that. But besides that, I'd say another bad thing is the other 25% of the loot pool. So every time I would land down, I would touch down, I was landing church. Obviously there's one chest, so obviously it's a little bit of a gamble. You know what I mean? Good chance you're just going to get like one gun, and it's probably not going to be good. But when I land at church and I get church by myself and I get a pistol, a sniper, and another pistol, I don't think the loot pool's good. The only thing it's just the spawns. The spawn rates they're off. That's the only thing that makes the loot pool not good, like not perfect. The spawns, I think it should be more shotgun dominated. I believe there should be a little bit more ARs in spawn. I don't think SMG should touch the spawn. And actually, talking about the loophole a little bit, I think if the snipers are going to drop that often, they should do a little bit more damage. I don't think 80 damage for a sniper is optimal. I think a 200, I think different types of snipers, like one that can do 200, or maybe one that could do like 180, 170 or something like that, would be more optimal. And if they have like the automatic sniper be like 40 damage, 80 damage headshot, that's perfectly fine. But the fact that the best sniper in the game right now for a battle royale is absolute dog shit is absolutely horrendous, because now people are going to just peek and spray the entire time. And they don't really have anything to really counter that besides spraying back, and when they're on high ground and you're on low ground, it's a little difficult to do. I think snipers are really good, a good counter for that. Also, getting on into the building aspect of the negatives, I would say the farming rate is absolutely horrendous. I don't think like 10 per hit is not feasible. I know Fortnite, obviously it works because one, you don't have to always worry about engaging off spawn. You have way more people to go fight if you go farm the first half of the game. There's still 50, 40 people, maybe 30. Even in a bad game, you're still going to have 20 people left after the first zone in Fortnite, even if you decided to farm the entire beginning of the game. Especially for competitive. I mean, I guess that's good. Like if you want to play placement, but like me personally, I would not watch that type of content. I like to see a little bit of engagements, a little bit more, aggressive pushes. I think like I think the farming rate being up a little bit more than it is now, like up to 20. I would even optimize it to be more than 20. But 20 per hit is huge. It doubles the farm rate. It gives you a good chance of being able to get yourself out of like a situation where somebody else grabs the gun before you because they have better ping, or they have like scroll pickup or something like that. I just think changes like that would be huge, especially when considering that you're also already removing the ability to build a bunch. I think a little bit of building is better than absolutely no building, because I feel like half the time I am playing against drones because everybody just decides to be aggressive, but nobody has mats. And they start pushing me before I can even farm any mats. So it's just us running at each other, building one wall, and playing Call of Duty. That's not .lol. It's Call of Duty. It's literally like, yeah, it's literally one wall, and you're jumping around it, and you're trying to fight around it, and you're hoping that the person has mats, because when you kill them, you're hoping to get all their farm materials. Hope that they didn't use them. And that's another thing too, is that the builds, they go out too quick for it to be so little of farming. Especially in competitive where people are constantly building, they should definitely add something along the lines of a custom mode so we can actually adjust these things. I think for a casual experience, it's not bad at all. I think this game is really good casually, but as far as competitive goes, I think this game is completely dog shit. To be completely honest with you, this is my completely unbiased version of it, and I'm being as honest as possible. It's not good competitively. Competitively, this game is not good. I do not care what anybody says about it. About it being good, because it's not at the moment. It's not fully optimized. The farming materials and all that is not good. The loot pool is like eh. Oh, maybe you'll get this pistol that shoots like once every 30 seconds, or maybe you'll get a sniper that does 40 damage when somebody's right in front of you and they jumped right on your spawn. It just right now it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? It brings me back to when I was playing Fortnite, and I forget which season it was, but there was a season where we had 3 snipers in the game, and it felt like I was only getting those snipers, and nobody liked that. So they ended up changing it and fixing the spawns a little bit. But obviously, boys, I think a little bit more constructive criticism. So obviously, a little bit of changes they can add is obviously just changing the percentages of drops as far as the loot pool goes, and just adjusting the farming a little bit to increase it, because right now it's too low. People are not building. It's just becoming like Call of Duty, and then putting up one wall and then just trying to fight it out, because people don't know how to farm, especially newer players. A lot of people don't understand the aspect of you having a farm and all that stuff, especially a lot of people who don't come from Fortnite. There's a lot of people who don't come from Fortnite, but they come over and they come play for the first time, and when they're learning, it's not that good. Not at all. So obviously, you want to give them a little bit better of an experience, a way of being able to build a little bit more, especially when it comes to tunneling and all that, and towards end games. I think competitively, it's going to struggle quite a bit, especially the slow farm rates. It's going to be like the top 2 with the most mats, since they killed everybody and stole their mats altogether. But yeah, besides that, boys, I don't think anything else is really that bad. I think that's it as far as my review goes. Everything else, great job. I think Dev Team did a great job on everything else that I did not mention in this video. And if there's anything in this video that was not mentioned, I will make sure to make another video about it. Anyways, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not going to ramble on too long. I feel like I've been talking a little too much, so I will see you guys in the next one. I'll see you.